What up, what up? You got the original Lone Wolf coming at you. I got a video again here for y'all today. I want to kind of pick up from where I left off at yesterday. And, this video here is just some stuff that's been on my mind. Like I said, I don't make videos about everything. There's a lot of stuff that I just ignore because I feel like y'all should know better. You know what I'm saying? At least my subscribers anyway. So shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. If I have as many views that a person get, you should get that many likes. All right. So start liking the video. All right. But shout out to all of my subscribers. Much love to y'all. I am the original Lone Wolf coming to y'all with another segment. We're going to talk about Alex Jones and what he said the other day in regards to Donald Trump going to jail. And again, as like I told y'all before, it's nothing but Hollywood fuckery. That's all it is. It's straight buffoonery. All right. But let's get into this, man. Let's see what old Alex Jones got to say.
Well, I've been saying for more than a year on this show that the deep state will not allow President Trump to become president. I know many of you get angry with me when I say that, but look at the two different assassination attempts now. I mean, come on, right? So they will also, by the way, not allow RFK Jr. to become president of the United States. Not going to happen. Well, over the past few hours, something very strange started happening, as journalist Colin Rugg pointed out on political betting site Polymarket. These are really interesting to pay attention to because a lot of people are going to make a lot of money depending on who becomes president of the United States. A lot of people betting a lot of money. So now on Polymarket, suddenly Kamala Harris is crushing it to become the next president of the United States. A lot of people are betting a lot of money that she will, in fact, become president of the United States. Vegas betting up.
Now, again, notice how they're only talking about two candidates as if no one else is running for president, right? As if nobody else wants to run. Why is it that every time around election, they talk to you about two people? Okay. Now, this Kamala chick wasn't even in the fucking primary. So how the hell is she gonna be on the general election ballot? How? But anyway, let's keep going.
It's 54% to 45%, which is odd because new polling out today, even in independent polls and independent swing states, show that President Trump is winning. And a new Fox News poll out also shows that President Trump unchanged from about a month ago. 1 point up on Biden.
And then not to mention, I need to add again, right? This is what happens when you let people who have no political experience run for president. Right? Here it is. This Kamala chick is another person. And we got to use this because she became the vice president with no political experience. This is what people are tolerating. Here it is. You don't even have to have no damn experience, man. Man. But anyway.
Harris, and that has not changed despite all of the media attention of Kamala Harris. So why is that betting website and why are Vegas odds bettors really now picking Kamala Harris? Like, you got to ask yourself a question. Could it have anything to do with this? Which is that multiple high-level sources have stated that New York City Department of Corrections is making arrangements for Donald J. Trump's arrival at Rikers Island in September, according to Tony Saruja. Now, he's not the only one. Of course, Rikers Island the New York City officials have confirmed this as well. But this is Rikers Island here. So take a look. This is where Trump would go, according to these sources.
So now, if that was to happen, who the fuck would replace Trump? Would this Kamala chick get in automatically? Would she win by default? How does this work? And why is it that people continue to tolerate this?
Among 6,300 inmates, and there's all sorts of problems with Rikers Island. I mean, Mayor Eric Adams, of course, has been trying to keep Rikers Island from getting under federal control. The feds have basically said, hey, we want to take control of this facility because it's out of hand. It's too crazy. So they're actively trying to work to make sure that it doesn't go into federal hands right now. A disaster. And they're trying to take over Rikers Island. So Tony Saruja said President Trump, so that was August 1st when Tony first posted that, okay? And I've been watching this to see what other sources are now confirming this, other individuals coming forward to say, yes, this is true. And then he doubled down on it last night, saying President Trump will 100% be sentenced to prison on September 18th. I'm told the sentence will be 1 year, but we'll see. The Marxist judge could change the sentencing at the last minute, but he is definitely sentencing President Trump to at least 1 year. Rikers Island already has special accommodations ready. This is 2 months before the election.
Now, the Trump team did again ask Judge Marchand to recuse himself just this week because of his conflicts, but it's up to him.
Well, you know, motherfuckers here asked 2 Illinois Supreme Court judges to recuse themselves before they heard the fucking gun ban. And that didn't happen. It's like, you know, these are just the dumb ass, how can I put it? This is just dumb inabilities on the part of the people that are in office. These people can't get right, boss. Something wrong in the head. They just can't get right. Like, make this shit make sense, man, because I can't.
It's up to the person they say has a conflict to recuse himself, and he refused for a third time.
For a third time.
Yeah, no, thank you, he says. I'm staying on this case. I like it here.
Like, it's okay that my daughter actively worked for
for Kamala Harris.
For Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make this stuff up. No, I won't recuse myself.
Right.
Okay.
But people study talking about voting. Now, we know that there are conflicts of interest like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. Now, I'm not going to say that this is a bunch of baloney. I'm not going to say that. Because they do it all the time. You see it on the job. People get promoted because of who they know. Or because they related to somebody within the job or whatever. So we know that this type of stuff really happens.
So now we have additional confirmation on this from Alex Jones. Alex Jones now saying this: the deep state knows no shame, and they are desperate. Our sources confirm that a section of Rikers Island has been prepared for President Trump. Then he even went further to say that he would be imprisoned. Today confirming that he would be imprisoned on September 18th, did Alex Jones. Okay, again, I don't have any independent confirmation of this. And the sources that I've been speaking to don't have any confirmation on this either. So Alex Jones, Tony Saruja, and a new report from Shore News Network also saying Rikers Island reported.
So what you're trying to tell me is that they put they puppets in prison after all, right? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Or that's what we're supposed to be alluding to believe? Anyway.
Preparing prison cell for former U.S. President Donald Trump. Andrew McCarthy, who is got a solid background as a former U.S. attorney, and he now works for Fox News as a columnist, says he will be sentenced, but he will not likely go to prison. So now Andrew McCarthy saying he won't go to prison, but Alex Jones, Tony Saruja, and others saying that he will be imprisoned for at least 1 year.
Okay, so let's think about this. What is he going to prison for exactly? You know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be like for a year. It's not like he had already been locked up in jail awaiting his trial. So they gave him like some time served and this, that, and the other, and they brought it down to a year. He hasn't seen the inside of a fucking jail or prison. So now the question becomes, what exactly is he going to prison for? If it's only a year, it's like, what kind of shit did he do to where he go to prison for a year as a fucking ex-president? I mean, what? Did they catch him with perjury or something? Perjury is punishable by a year. It's like, what? Is this some sort of bullshit misdemeanor? Like interfering with a police investigation or something? You know, shit like that gets you 6 months to a year. Like, what? I think y'all get my point. I think y'all get it.
It's unbelievable to say that out loud, isn't it? Think about what's going to happen.
Well, no. Look at Pakistan. Imran Khan is imprisoned, and he, is a popular candidate, and his party did win elections. So, I mean, I don't know why we think we're better than Pakistan. If it can happen there, it can happen here.
So, Mick, I like this tweet. The deep state right now is playing all the angles, mate. They're throwing RFK Jr. to the wolves. They're preparing the jail cells for Trump. They'll no doubt try to take him out again. These people don't play by the rules. America is at a turning point like never before. I see some people in the chat saying, this is going to be civil war. And perhaps, but think about what violence took place after.
First, let me do this real quick. Let me pull this up, because I didn't make a video about the so-called alleged Trump assassination, because anybody who's been fucking with me, anybody who's been down with me since my first channel, y'all already know what I'm gonna say about it. This shit was fake. But before we gonna bounce back, let me do this real quick. Hold on. Okay, now I want to show y'all this shit real quick. This is supposed to have been like a day or so after the alleged attempted assassination. Look at this shit. What is that on this motherfucker's ear? It looked like a giant fucking silica pack. You know those silica packs you get in like boxes of shoes and different clothing and things of that nature? It looked like a big ass silica pack or a big ass fucking pocket warmer. Look at this shit. What in the fuck is that? What is that shit, man? And what exactly are they using it to hold on to his fucking ear? Somebody come in the comment section and tell me this shit, man. This be the reason why, you shouldn't use profanity and you curse too much and you always hear me say, fuck you. This is the reason for why. What is that on his ear? I've been around people that's been in the medical profession for a very long time. I know a motherfucker that's been a registered nurse for over 30 years that I am very close to. Work in the emergency room for over half of those 30 years. Work in the emergency room right now as a registered nurse. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. What is this shit on his ear? What is that? Since everybody want to play these games and they want to act like they fucking stupid, and then when some shit kick off, they want to pretend like they a victim. I'm going to ask y'all again, what's that shit on this nigga's ear? That don't look like a pocket warmer to y'all? That don't look like no big ass silica pack or whatever? What is this shit? What is that, man? I've never seen a bandage that looked like that before. How is it being held on to his ear? Why does this shit right here look so much like the TV shows and shit he been on, like with WWE and all that other shit? Why does this resemble that? Somebody tell me. Then Hulk Hogan had the nerve to get in. It's like, really, man? When that dumb motherfucker got involved, y'all should have knew right then the shit was fake. What is that shit on his ear, man? What type of tape are they using? They got to be using some clear tape, right? I mean, we just going to assume it's clear tape they're using. Where in the fuck is they holding it on? Did they tape the back part of it to his hair? Where in the fuck is they holding it? You know what, man? They even laughing and giggling. Look at Ted Cruz goofy ass. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's his name. Look at his goofy ass. Look how they just standing there giggling and shit. Look how comical it looked to them. But when the lone wolf get on here and tell you that this fucking shit is fake, I'm wrong. When the lone wolf get on here and tell you these wars and all this shit they talking about be fake as fuck. Ain't no motherfucking leaders of different countries beefing with each other. You got motherfuckers around the world fucking over the people in the land that they're in. That's the real war. How many times I done told y'all, man, I done had countless ex-veterans tell me, countless, and I'm talking about from pale skin to melanated to the whole 9 yards, then told me that when they was in the motherfucking military, they took their orders from a motherfucker who had a uniform on that looked like theirs. He said that motherfucker took his orders from a cocksucker that had on a 3-piece Armani suit. I've had more than one ex-veteran tell me this. That's why I don't fuck with the military. This is the reason why I understand that, every nation should have an army. I get it. I'm not an idiot. Right? But at the end of the day, what we know of today currently as the military, y'all can kiss my ass, man. But anyway, let me get back to where we was originally, man, because this shit finna blow me. Okay, so we back on redacted now. I think I need to go forward a little bit more. I'm sorry, guys. It kind of took me back when I went back. But let's start here.
He has special accommodations ready. This is 2 months before the election.
Now, the Trump team did again ask Judge Marchand to recuse himself just this week because of his conflicts, but it's up to him. It's up to the person they say has a conflict to recuse himself, and he refused for a third time.
For a third time?
Yeah, no, thank you, he says. I'm staying on this case. I like it here.
It's okay that my daughter actively worked for
for Kamala Harris.
For Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up. No, I won't recuse myself.
Right.
Okay. So now we have additional confirmation on this from Alex Jones. Alex Jones now saying this: the deep state knows no shame and they are desperate. Our sources confirm that a section of Rikers Island has been prepared for President Trump. Then he even went further to say that he would
a whole section for one man. But anyway,
be imprisoned. Today confirming that he would be imprisoned on September 18th, did Alex Jones. Okay, again, I don't have any independent confirmation of this, and the sources that I've been speaking to don't have any confirmation on this either. So,
and they go to show you Alex Jones ain't slowed down not one bit since that whole being sued over the Sandy Hook shit. This motherfucker ain't missed a beat. But anyway.
Alex Jones, Tony Saruja, and a new report from Shore News Network also saying Rikers Island reportedly preparing prison cell for former U.S. President Donald Trump. Andrew McCarthy, who is got a solid background as a former U.S. attorney, and he now works for Fox News as a columnist, says he will be sentenced, but he will not likely go to prison. So now Andrew McCarthy saying he won't go to prison, but Alex Jones, Tony Saruja, and others saying that he will be imprisoned for at least 1 year. It's unbelievable to say that out loud, isn't it? Think about what's going to happen.
Well, no. Look at Pakistan. Imran Khan is imprisoned, and he, is a popular
mate. They're war, and perhaps, but think about what violence took place after they tried to assassinate President Trump. Can you think of any? Can you think of any violence that came out of him being convicted?
Well, see, that's how you know the January 6th shit was staged. Hello. You got a motherfucker over here be paying attention. Like I tell motherfuckers all the time, I got a brain. That's probably my greatest asset. I have a brain. And then also, too, my brain is still like children's brains in regards to information. I still suck it up like a sponge. Did you know you could just show me something and I can take over from there? And I'll be just as good as you when you showed me. Literally. So thanks for pointing this out. I like the fact that you brought that up. Because nobody got up in arms. Nobody went and committed violent acts and all these other different things when he got convicted or with this fake-ass assassination attempt. So thank you for letting us know that January 6th was also staged. Which, motherfucker like me already knew that. But I'm just saying. Thanks for putting it out there. I appreciate it.
People throw around the term civil war, and I've certainly I've had those thoughts as well. And I'm saying to myself, who's going to rise up? You saw a trucker convoy in Canada. right? There's nothing in the United States. Like, everyone's been compliant.
Yeah.
These people are just rolling over Americans right now, and they're just being compliant. They're being sheep. Are you going to see like conservative men by the hundreds of thousands marching on Washington? Are you going to see hundreds of thousands of people saying enough is enough? You've imprisoned President Trump, and they're going to take to the streets?
Well, we certainly won't see anything out of the Republican Party because they're jellyfish.
No, I mean, look, you have Speaker Johnson literally decided after an assassination on a president calls a 3-week vacation. We still are getting answers, trying to get questions, answers to questions about this assassination. You take a 3-week vacation in the United States. Like, they don't care about President Trump. They don't care about it at all. So it is a uniparty in the United States. But I don't.
The whole thing is to get you motherfuckers riled up. They've been trying to get conflict in this country for quite some time. They've been trying to do the whole race riot thing. They've been trying to start violence and uprisings by way of like this abortion shit. It's amazing how much people don't want to keep their dick in their pants and their legs closed. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where abortion has to be an almost daily and constant thing that you got to hear about. And it's only designed for the younger generations to not have children. Man, I keep telling y'all got to go back and watch that show Wayward Pines, man. I keep telling y'all that shit, man. Straight up, y'all got to go back and watch Wayward Pines. Fucking Terrence Howard goofy ass had a few episodes in it before they killed him off. Matt Dillon is in it. One of the Lost Boys is in it. The older brother, Corey Haim's older brother in the Lost Boys, he's in it. There's several other people in here that y'all should recognize in this show. You guys need to go check this shit out, man. Wayward Pines. Wayward Pines. It's 2 seasons. 10 episodes per season. I'm talking about you can binge watch this shit. It'll help you understand what it is that they're trying to do with all of this perverted shit that they have going on. But anyway, man, best advice I can give you. It's a good show to watch. It won't take you long to watch it. It'll help you see a lot of what it is that they're trying to do today.
See, I don't know. I mean, I keep hearing about these like militias. You know, there's like 100,000 people ready to go. There are like a couple 100,000 American men like ready to go. Okay, where? Where is this happening?
Right. And we're not calling for this, just in case, anyone said, like, we're not saying that at all. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We want a complete overhaul of government. We want to end the Fed and the Department of Education and the CIA. Like, we want that, we don't want anybody marching to get hurt in any form or fashion. But, I also think it doesn't help to just type out things like, oh, civil war. But what do we want?
So you're pointing out the fact that it's subversion. Do we need to go back over that again? Do I need to pull up some of Yuri Bezmenov's old videos and break some of that shit down that he's talking about? You all are aware of subversion, right? Y'all do know what that is, right? 85 to 90% of what they're doing is subversion. 85%, man. The other 15% is actual manpower and cops doing the shit that they're doing and motherfuckers getting away with shit they ain't got no business getting away with, etc. Only 15% of that is that. And that includes sending the military and shit all around the world. That's included in that 15%. The other 85% is subversion. And I'm apparently that's what they're alluding to here. At least that's what I would like to think.
Specifically,
it's like, do they want civil war? I mean, that's one thing to do, is to question, and are they hoping that there will be unrest and civil unrest in the United States, flooding our country with millions of illegal immigrants, right, to create civil unrest in the United States so that we become even more compliant, go into lockdowns and, to have, those sweep in and take guns away and all of this stuff, biometric scanners and tracking movements and everything like this, of course. They're already doing this to illegal immigrants as they come across the border with biometric scanners. So we know that that's happening. So again, I think it's about compliance right now, and I just don't see it. I don't see it. Anyway, Donald Trump just a short time ago tweeted this or posted this on Truth Social. He said, Judge Merchan just ruled that I, the Republican candidate for president and leading in the polls, am still under a gag order concerning very important things which must be brought to light. I am not allowed to answer reporters' questions on this particular subject. Can you believe this? He says. The New York courts refuse to act. This is happening right before the voting begins on September 6th. Suppression and manipulation of the vote, voter interference. This is real fascist stuff, he says, the old Soviet Union. So much to say, and I'm not allowed to say it. Must get U.S. Supreme Court involved. New York is trying to steal the election. So, again, Tony Saruja, Alex Jones, confirming that there are...
And see how you understand this is designed to rile up the people. How you realize this? There ain't never been no real fucking election. Or at least since they pulled their coup d'etat back in the mid to late 1800s. At least. Or I'm sorry. I personally believe that's when we handed it over. Because like how y'all have heard me tell y'all in the past, yeah, you know, the fake Jews and Zionists and all these other motherfucking labels and titles that people choose to call themselves. I have no doubt in my mind that a lot of these people ain't shit. Okay? I have no doubt in my mind. But what you not going to steer me away from is the fact that our people are the major player. We are the major culprit. You're not going to steer me away from that. I just want everybody. That's my thing. I want everybody gone. There's so many of our own people that I just want gone. Right along with these so-called fake Jews and Ashkenazi, you know all the fucking terms and shit they got or whatever. For the ones that are terrible fucking people, I want them gone too. I want everybody gone. I'm sick of this shit. Like, you're not going to tell me that my people are not the major contributor to this. We play the major role. Right now in a lot of these major cities, it's melanated people that are in control that are doing the shit they doing. Look at Baltimore. Melanated motherfuckers have been in control of the government in Baltimore for quite some time now. You had Sammy Davis Jr. before you had this bitch nigga Brandon Johnson, who's the mayor of Chicago. Look at Eric Adams. And the niggas in California are just pussies. Because they've allowed the Mexicans and these Asians to just do whatever the fuck they want to do. I couldn't live in California. Like, Hollywood did a number. Did a number on Californians. Because the Aboriginal people in California are fucking just pussies. Period. And you look at places like here in Chicago, they're not far behind them. Because like I told y'all in the video I did yesterday, you still got these motherfuckers walking around in our own neighborhood on the south side acting like they don't see these motherfuckers. Man, but anyway.
He will, in fact, be imprisoned on September 18th. He says, the deep state knows no shame. They are desperate. And our sources confirm that a section of Rikers Island has been prepared for President Trump. I should say also, the New York Times has also confirmed this. I'm sorry, I skipped over this, but let me go back to this New York Times piece if I can, Philip. And according to Mayor Eric Adams, says that Rikers, staffed by professionals, is ready for Trump. So again, they're ready. And this is confirmed by the New York Times. On the Rikers piece of this, I think the new piece of this, though, is from Tony and Alex.
That motherfucker won't see the inside of a jail. No more than the motherfucking fake-ass stage shit with George Floyd and the cop that was supposed to kill him never saw the inside of a jail. I told y'all the story about that. I went to Minneapolis. Oh, don't quote me, guys. Okay, so the George Floyd thing kick off in Minneapolis, right? Boom, this shit happened. All of a sudden, it's all over the news, right? I went to Minneapolis. Ooh, don't quote me, guys. It might have been 3.5 weeks after it happened. Give or take, somewhere in there. 3.5-ish. Close to almost 4 weeks after it happened. I went up there. Because like I told you, I witnessed, you know what I'm saying, the destruction, the aftermath. I saw it. I literally saw it. But y'all remember the story I told y'all about the so-called punk-ass cop that was supposed to got locked up in St. Paul County Jail? Well, y'all remember the story. Donald Trump will never see the inside of a fucking jail no more than the fucking cop in Minnesota. No more than Bill Cosby went to fucking prison. right? You're not going to tell me as a motherfucker who's finna be taken into custody, they allow you to go back out the front door of the motherfucking courthouse and you're walking down the hallway with your hands handcuffed in the front and you got your hands up showing everybody that you handcuffed. I was like, wow, like even niggas that's been to prison missed that one. It's like, wow, when do you get taken into custody and they let you go back out the same door you came in when court first started? I've never seen that before in my life, and I've seen countless motherfuckers taken into custody. But needless to say, if you guys don't see the game, if you all can't see what it is that these motherfuckers are doing, I really can't help you. Now, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to get on here and try to point out certain things like that shit that was on Buddy's ear. It's like, bro, what is that on your ear, G? What is that? How do they got it on there? How do they got it even affixed to your ear, dude? I mean, I know pale skinned motherfuckers be having some big ass radar dishes and shit, and I understand that, and that's cool. But still, bro, how you got it held on there? To be aware is to be alive. I've been telling y'all this shit for the longest. To be aware is to be alive, man. There's no way in hell that people should be missing this. And I'm talking about masses of people. I ain't necessarily saying my subscribers. You all should have it together. I'd rather have 500 something subscribers just because I feel like y'all should be more on point than 50,000. Remember, many are called, but few are chosen. I don't mind having a few subscribers. I'm not here for the many. There's no way this shit should have got past y'all, man. I don't, especially you motherfuckers in the military. There's no way in hell how did this get past y'all? Straight up, for any ex-veterans or whatever, current veterans or whatever, law enforcement, anybody run across this video or whatever, how y'all let that shit get past y'all? That's why I didn't make the video. I think Mag Bit of Truth made a video, and I think I seen maybe like 2 other people on BitChute that made a video talking about it being fake. But outside of that, I didn't even get involved in it. I could have took my little video footage and shit that I seen from different angles and all that other shit to make a video to point out how that shit was fake as hell. But for what? Y'all should know better. Brute force will never be as strong as deception. I don't give a fuck if you are a 3-star general. You'll never convince me otherwise. It's just that simple. It's all designed to play on you. That's the bottom line. It's all designed to get you to do what it is that they want you to do without you being forced by them. Straight up. So I don't know no other way to put that. But hopefully somebody in here can take something from this video that I'm dropping, man. You don't have to read a bunch of books and, all this other shit to get on the same page with what your eyes saw and what you keep seeing and all of the mistakes that they make within the shit that they do that you seeing. Because that was a big ass mistake letting Buddy come out there with that shit on his ear. It's bad enough y'all turned it into like a little mini series thing when he came out there like I said, with the WWE shit. That was bad enough. But then you come out there and it's like, bro, come on, man. Really? Who the fuck believe that shit on your ear is real, dude? Who believe that shit? Because I don't. All the motherfuckers I know in the medical profession, motherfuckers been CNA nurses and registered nurses and all kind of fucking shit. There's no way in hell you gonna tell me that you was in the fucking emergency room and the motherfucker hooked you up like that. Get the fuck out of here, man. This is Rich Longwood, man. I'm out, man. Much love to y'all. Much love to my subscribers. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get back in here and make a couple more videos this week. I want to talk about, I want to get back into this bullshit ass system. Because I haven't made any videos in regards to that. I haven't done any screen shares in regards to this bullshit system that we under. You know what I'm saying? But you all got to be willing to come out of the matrix. It's a choice, man. You have a fucking choice. Contrary to popular belief, you have a choice. All right? So I'm going to get back on here before the week is out And I want to point out some more stuff that you all are at least supposed to sit down and draft up a letter or something and just mail it to a motherfucker and be like, what's up with this shit? If you're not doing that, something wrong with you. Period. I don't care who you are. If you're not doing that, something's wrong with you. If you get any type of something where they want to fine you, oh, we want $50 or $75. You did this, you did that. If you're not letting these people know who the fuck you are square away, then something wrong with you. If you're not putting in a conditional acceptance as an autonomous sentient being to these lands we know of as an America, as how is this even possible you could even tax somebody like me like that? If you're not putting shit like that in a conditional acceptance and asking them to respond to that, then something wrong with you. But at the end of the day, like I done told y'all, man, there's a lot of things that a motherfucker can do without firing a shot. Without no violence, not only without any violence, but without you having to march and all such shit. I ain't marching nowhere. I'm not holding a sign up and standing on the corner. I ain't doing that shit. I'm not doing it. I ain't never did it, and I ain't gonna do it. There are other things that you can do with that energy. But anyway, let me get up out of here, man. It's the original Lone Wolf, man. I'm gonna get back down before the week is out and drop some shit, man. All right? Until then, stay safe, man. Keep your head on the swivel. And like I said, to be aware is to be alive, man. Stand 10 toes down at all times.